Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I have my July favorites and fails. I have a fail that I think will really surprise some of you guys, it's not a 100% fail, but I'll explain in a minute. So, if you enjoy this kind of video, I hope that you will subscribe. I do lots of drugstore makeup videos as well as high-end, kind of a mix. And other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm in my new house, by the way. This is the room that I'll be filming in. I just filmed today kind of an impromptu behind the scenes of like how I set up the room, what equipment I'm using with links and all that stuff, and a lot of it's decently affordable. So if that video is up, I will link it below. We've got a lot of products. Again, this is a mix of drugstore and high-end. Let's start with the drugstore product. This is the e.l.f. Beauty Shield, and it's their antioxidant enriched skin protection, vitamin C, pollution prevention serum. I remember when I was taking my first makeup class back, like my first or second year in college in Chicago, our makeup teacher telling us that, you know, if you ever step foot outside your house or apartment, you should have something on your face protecting it. Even if you don't wear makeup every day, because she was an amazing makeup artist, but she didn't wear makeup. I mean, she just didn't. She was good at the art of it, but it wasn't something she wore on her face all the time. But her skin was amazing. And she would say that that is like one of her biggest things was always have something protecting your face. Not just SPF protection, but just protection against the elements. You know, the second that air hits your face, it's messing with your skin. And so I love the idea of this. So their description is, it's a lightweight hydrating serum and it's formulated with key antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin E, and pomegranate extract to help refine and brighten skin tone, reduce the look of fine lines, and help protect against the effect of everyday environmental aggressors. So you can use it morning and night. I've been using it just in the morning. I use a different serum at night right now. But the packaging is very it's very luxurious for e.l.f. And they've really, gosh, you know I love e.l.f. There are some products I don't like of theirs, but I have found some of my favorite products from e.l.f. Anyway, so it's a nice like glass type bottle, and you push the button down and it sucks up the serum. And I usually just apply like 4 drops just all over my face really lightly and even on my under eye. I just love it. It works really well under makeup. It is lightweight, and I feel like I'm doing something good for my skin the second I'm about to start applying makeup. And so this is always the first thing that touches my skin, and I love it. I've gotten into this weird habit of every time I drink tea, coffee, anything, somehow I like tip it too fast where I get it like dribbled down the side of my mouth. How does this keep happening? Another product I've been wearing on my face pretty much all month, this and my Laneige compact, which I really like as well. There are a lot of Laneige products I'm loving, but I did a separate video about these products, so I will link that below. I'm not gonna mention them in this video because I didn't wanna keep mentioning the same products. Anyway, this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, I have it in the shade Wheat 4.5. I probably could go lighter, but because it's more of a tinted moisturizer, it still works really well. This is one that I had a while ago and I didn't really use very often, but once I got this into my regular rotation, I was like, oh my gosh, it makes your skin look so healthy. It's got decent coverage, not like high coverage like the IT Cosmetics CC cream, but enough that I feel really good going out. I feel like my skin looks healthy, and it gives it this kind of dewy-like effect, and it's just moisturizing. I've just fallen in love with it. So this is one of those things that once I work through more of my tinted moisturizers, I would totally buy this again. I really, really was impressed with it. The next product I did a separate video on, and if it's up, I'll link it, but I had to mention it anyway. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I could go on and on about this mascara. Guys, it's the best mascara in the drugstore, hands down. I'm wearing it today. Of course, I did a much lighter, like kind of everyday look today, but I can't put this down. I've totally pushed my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara to the side. I still absolutely adore that stuff, but when this is so much cheaper and it's amazing, the second you open it, it's just voluminous and your lashes just, I've gotten so many compliments of people that I see in person when I'm wearing this. They're like, what's on your lashes? I'm like, wow, like I didn't know it was, I knew it was dramatic, like to me when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, wow, they look really good. But for other people to notice it too, that says a lot about it. So I can't speak highly enough about it. Let's talk about the dud. Urban Decay sent this to me. I love a lot of Urban Decay products. Now, I never know how to talk about certain cult classics because I don't want to offend people that love it. This is not a bad eyeshadow palette, generally. The quality is good. Urban Decay shadows are amazing. I have all the other Naked palettes. I love them all. I use them all. And that goes the same for this. Let's talk about some more pros. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. It's like a thick plastic, but I still think it feels very high-end. It's magnetic closure. It's beautiful. It really is. It comes with a mix of matte and shimmer, as they always do. And my biggest gripe is not the pigmentation. I do think that there are some shades that are just okay. They don't show up as well as you'd want them to, but generally, I mean, they're still good quality. Do I think it's as good as like the original Naked palette? Maybe not as good when it comes to the quality of all the shadows, but that's okay. It's still really, really, really good. However, my biggest gripe is that so many of the shades look the same. There's He Devil, there's Cayenne, and Fuego. These, when you're blending them onto your eye, end up looking so similar. There's the three of them there. They, you know, as you're using a fluffy brush or whatever and you're blending it, they all three look the same on my eyes. And, you know, I've tried it with different primers because obviously if you use more of a white primer, it usually shows things truer to color. And even still, as I'm blending, they end up looking the same. I appreciate that they have some lighter, medium, matte colors to blend things together. I feel like a lot of their other palettes miss that part, and they did a great job with that. But, you know, a lot of the shades are pretty, but I just feel like when you're spending over $50 for a palette, every single shade should totally be its own thing. I know that's something that's very, very particular. That's not gonna bother a lot of people, and if you can honestly look at this palette and think, I will use almost all of those shades, then it's probably a worthwhile purchase. If you know yourself and you're just wanting to get it because you're like, well, it's the new Naked palette, I should have it, I have the other ones, but you know when you look at this that you're not gonna wear most of these, you don't need to spend the money. You just don't. If you need someone to tell you that I can be that person for you, you don't. You guys know whether I'm sent something or not, I'm always honest, and this is the case that they did send this to me, and of course I'm grateful. I got some other things from them that I absolutely adore, but this was just one that I think, it's one that you can easily pass on if you know it's not your style. I hope that made sense, but it's not a terrible palette by any means. All right, let's keep going. A favorite of mine, it's this Almay Instant Glow Highlighting Duo. So this is in the shade Soft Glow, and I know I have the other shade of it somewhere as well. Anyway, but this is the one I've been using a lot. So it has this side that's like a highlighting stick, and it's just a really pretty, very ivory. They have different shades, so you could get one that would look better on your skin tone. I love this because I'll just grab a little bit on my finger and just tap it right there. And you can see it just adds that little bit of glow. Now I gotta even it out. And you really don't have to push very hard. You don't have to try very hard. It's just really, really pretty. So I've been loving that, but I've been doing the same thing with the other side. The other side is like a liquid highlighter, the same kind of a shade, but I think it can look even more natural because it is that liquid, so you can just blend it onto those same areas. I'll even put it on the tip of my nose a little bit, and I just think these end up looking so much more natural than powder highlights. I love powder highlights. I have a ton. I will always love them, but I've really gotten into more creamy, liquidy type of highlighters. I think just because it's summer and the sun's shining on you and you don't necessarily want to look powdery, and any extra powder you're putting on your face is just going to look that much more cakey in the sunlight. And so for me, I've just really gotten into this kind of a highlight, and I was very impressed. I feel like Almay has so many good products that we don't all take the time to look at and buy in the store, but this was amazing. Another love of mine is this new CoverFX Mattifying Setting Spray. So it's summertime, it's hot out. I'm hot even in the house sometimes. And so for me, I like that glowy look. I don't really go for a super matte look very often because I have naturally dry skin as it is, so I'm kind of like tired of that kind of a look. So I was kind of like, a mattifying setting spray for dry skin, I don't know. But the way I've been using it is about halfway through the day, my skin will be a little bit more oily than I want it to be, but I don't want to put powder on top of it just to cake it up like I was mentioning. So I'll spray my face with this, and I feel like it does such a good job of mattifying, but not so much that I feel like I'm completely matte. So if you're like me, I actually think you would like this. I'll do it right now. I'm not super like sweaty right now, but, and the sprayer is really good too. I feel like it does a great job of kind of melding everything back together, mattifying just a little bit, but not so much that you look like you are completely matte, because like I said, I'm not a big fan of that. Now, if you've done a matte look on your face and you do this, it's probably still gonna look really matte for you, but because I'm starting with a non-matte look, I think it adds the right amount. Does that make sense? Am I over-explaining it? I probably am. I just really, really like it because I think a lot of setting sprays you spray on and they make your skin look so much more dewy than you actually want. And so it makes me not want to use setting sprays all the time. But this, for me, is the answer to my prayers. So I really, really like it, and I think it's perfect for summer. Also, I mean, I feel like, you just see what, I feel like if I were to have sprayed any other setting spray, I would be all oily, especially right here in my T-zone. But with this stuff, it really does soak up that oil. I can't explain it. I don't know what magical ingredients are in it, but it blows my mind. Okay, next favorite is this Brazilian Crush. This is from Sol de Janeiro. It's Janeiro. Well, here in America, we say Rio de Janeiro, but I know it's pronounced differently if you're actually from there. Anyway, I already love their Bum Bum Cream. It's super pricey, but it's so luxurious. It smells amazing, and it makes your skin, like, it helps it look just a little bit tighter, and it definitely makes it look glowy. I love it on my legs in the summertime. Love it. And I keep, like, running through it, and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta buy it again. It's so good. It is so, so good. This stuff has, it's a body spray, but it has the smell of that stuff. Oh, it's literally summer in a bottle. If you like coconut and that kind of a smell, but it's not just coconut. It's like a mixture of things that you can't describe, but it's like they captured everything from the beach and made it into this amazing spray. This smell is the same as that Bum Bum Cream. It is so, so good. It's a huge bottle. It's perfect in the summer because I don't always want a heavy perfume on, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm weird about summertime, but I just don't like a lot of heavy makeup. I don't like heavy perfumes. So for me, this is the perfect like spring, summer, and early fall kind of a scent that I can just spray all over, and it just smells fresh and beautiful and nice and coconutty, but it's not so much that I'm like, oh, it's making me feel sick to my stomach. Does that make sense? So this is awesome for that purpose. It's great to throw in a gym bag if you just want to freshen up. It's great to keep at work. I just really, really like it so much. If you know the smell of that and you like it, you will love this. It's called Brazilian Crush. Should I even say that? I don't know. Okay, so next favorite is this concealer. I bought it while I was in, oh, maybe it was at the airport going from Ireland to Spain. It's a Bourjois concealer. It's their Radiance Reveal. And I got it in the very lightest shade. I probably could go a shade up. It doesn't look like anything special upon first glance. It's just a doe foot, you know, super light concealer, the shade I got. And it does have that kind of Bourjois smell. Not a bad smell, but it definitely is a noticeable smell. So if that bothers you, you won't like this. But what I love about it is it really is radiant. I'm wearing it today, and I feel like when I do lighter eye looks, if I'm not brightened in that area, I feel like it just makes me look like I didn't put in effort, even when I did. So something like this does a great job. I actually put it not only here, but I even blended it onto my eyelid just as kind of a primer, a brightening base. And I think it works so well. It blends in so beautifully. It really is radiant without any glitter, no shimmer. And I've done it with the Beauty Blender. I've done it with like, where was the brush I used today? A classic like foundation kind of brush that I never use. I used it for that today, and it did an amazing job. I feel like I've used it with so many different things, and it always blends in beautifully. You can just use your fingers. And I just think it looks nice. Let me look at it up close, see how it's wearing. Okay, so it does sink into fine lines. I've got very pronounced fine lines. It's just hereditary. You know, I'm 28 and I feel like I look a little older than that just because of that, but you know, I do everything I can skincare wise to try to prevent it, but some things are just hereditary, and because of that, you know, every concealer sinks into them. Do I think it's noticeable from like this far away? No, but you know, if I'm looking at it this close, yeah, I can see that it's sunk in, but I still love this stuff so much. So if you can get your hands on it, I'll try to find a US link. I really don't know, because Bourjois is not really sold here yet. So I'm saying yet, I've got a growth mindset. I hope it will be sold here soon. Okay, the last favorite is this paint pot from MAC. It's in Indianwood. I don't know if it was a recent favorite or not. I talk about it all the time. I did a 5-minute kind of get ready with me video, a tutorial on how to get ready really quick and what my favorite products are for that. And this was what I wore on my eyes. This is the only thing I wore on my eyes. This has been my go-to because I'll just get a little bit on my finger, tap it onto my lid, and then I'll just grab a fluffy brush and I'll blend whatever I already put on the lid, just kind of blend it into the crease, it looks like you have like 4 eyeshadows on. It makes it look like you've really done an eye look when all you did was put this on and blend it, and it takes like 30 seconds. There's something about this shade, so if you have a skin tone anywhere near mine, you would love it. They have tons of different shades, so if you're darker or lighter, whatever, you could find different ones that would work maybe a little bit better for you. I think the key is that, you know, it needs to be maybe a little bit deeper than your skin tone, enough so that, you know, it almost looks like there are different dimensions because you're also blending it into your crease. It's so beautiful. When I run out, I'll buy it again because it's just my go-to. It's so quick and easy and beautiful. And it does not, at least for me, I don't have super oily eyelids, but I don't need an eye primer with it. It just stays in place. So those were all of my favorites and fails for this month. If there are any products out there that you would like me to review, try out, whether I do a separate review video on it or maybe I just include it in a favorites or fails, etc., please let me know what you guys are interested in. There's so many new things popping up all the time. And yeah, I'm excited to be settled in my new home enough to be able to film for you guys. I've missed you guys so much. And let me know what you'd like to see. I hope that you'll subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.